guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, my name is Angie, and today we're going to be talking about Banish Acne scars, the stuff they sent me, products that I've used by them, and all of that good stuff. So if you're interested, then keep on watching, and if not, feel free to click out whenever you feel like it. It won't hurt my feelings, it's all good. Before we get into the products and everything, I did want to give a little bit of background on my skin. I am oily, acne prone, and I don't feel like I have particularly sensitive skin, but I do scar easily. I've tried a whole bunch of drugstore stuff. I'm dabbling in high-end products as well, and I've also been on many prescriptions as far as creams, gels, and pills go. And as far as Accutane goes, I have not done it. I do not want to do it. It is just something that's not in the cards for me. I don't want to do it. That's the thing. I already have a hard time even taking my daily vitamins, so having to take a daily pill, that might put me into a depression. And you know, I'm already really self-conscious and I'm really hard on myself as is, and to go through that and have to deal with both myself and being on YouTube, it is not something that I want to do. So please refrain from any Accutane comments. I will not respond to them. I will not deal with anything that has to do with them. If it worked for you, I'm so happy for you, that's great, but it is not something that I want to do. I've also used the Secretly Obvious formulas, the essential oil blends. It did help with my cystic acne tremendously. I don't really suffer from cystic acne anymore, but the only downside with those products is the fact that I was left with a lot more scarring than I began with. So that is why I stopped using it. Not that I have anything bad to say about the company or anything like that. It's just not something that I want to use anymore, and it's something that I haven't used in almost 10 months, almost a year. So I was lucky enough to be reached out to by this company, and it was started by Daisy Ling. Here on YouTube, her channel is Perfect Beauty, and I had watched Daisy for a while before then and everything like that. When she reached out to me, of course I said yes, and they were very generous and gave me a bunch of awesome products. And the idea of dermarolling was always on my mind, but it was just something I never actually took the time to sit down with myself and think if I really wanted to try it out and commit to it. So anyways, in general, the kit looks like this. You get like a little carry case to keep everything together. It's nice and clear so you can see what's in there. It comes with the disinfecting container. Both kits that she sent me initially had this serum in it. It is a vitamin C, E, and ferulic acid. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I don't know how to pronounce it. It'll be on the screen. But a serum, and then the roller that has its own case. So whenever you're not using it, you can put it back in the case and you don't have to worry about it. Everything comes sterilized. Like, you know when you go to the dentist and everything comes in like a paper and plastic sheet after being sterilized to show that it's clean? That's how these came in the box, as you will see in the demo. And you just take off the lid and there's your roller. So this is basically what the rollers look like. It has a wheel on it that you roll across your face, and all of those little points on there are little needles that basically create micro wounds across your face. When these micro wounds are created, they basically stress your skin out in a way where it just goes and fixes everything, and it helps resurface the skin and basically just encourages collagen to produce and things of that nature. So not only does it help make the scars less deep, it also gets rid of hyperpigmentation because your skin is trying to heal itself. This one also comes in one of those bags and everything. I just took it out, but along with the roller, you can also get the stamp pen, which looks like this. It comes with a cap, so this way it keeps it sterile, or at least keeps all the bad bacteria out and everything. So this one also comes with a whole bunch of little needles in it. This is created to make it a little easier to get around any active acne that you may have. So this makes it easier to get around it and everything, so you can go around and still be able to treat your scars and not pop the blemish or anything like that to further spread bacteria all over your face and then further cause more acne everywhere. So this is great for that. So with the serum, this is the same bottle that I've had the whole time that I've had these kits, since about early April or so, and this has lasted me since then very well. I still have about a quarter of the bottle left, and a little goes a long way with this. The other two products that I was sent were the pumpkin enzyme mask, which is great if you have active acne. It kind of chemically exfoliates your skin, and it kind of calms down the acne very well. So I really loved using this. And lastly, there is the Vitamin C cream. This is great for moisturizing the skin, of course, because it is a cream, and the vitamin C helps brighten your skin and all of that good stuff. So right now we're going to go into the demo on how I used it. It is going to be a little bit of a talk through, and hopefully that explains everything. And yeah, so let's get into the demo, and then I will do my little review on everything. So as mentioned, this is what the bag looks like when you first get your Banish Kit, and it comes with a disinfecting container and the Dermaroller or the stamp pen, whichever you ordered. With the disinfecting container, you are going to need some rubbing alcohol. This one in particular is from Sam's Club, and you're just going to open up your Banisher, and this is a brand new one, so you guys can see that the packaging it comes in is sterilized, just like dental tools as mentioned. And I'm just going to rip it open and take the roller out of the container and place it into the disinfecting container. At this point, I'm going to fill up the container with alcohol to make sure it kills all the bacteria that might be on it. Even though it is sterilized, it is recommended to do this every time. And these rollers are good for 3 to 4 uses. So I fill it up to about here, and after about 10 minutes, I take it out of the alcohol, put the alcohol aside, and let it drip dry for the duration of my skincare routine. So this way you're not putting more alcohol or anything too drying into your skin. I'm just removing my makeup with micellar water. It seems to work pretty well for me. It does a pretty good job, and whatever this doesn't get, I know my cleansing device and cleanser will. I do still use the Foreo Luna because I like it. It works really well, and it gets the job done pretty quickly. I also make sure to take it under my jaw and down my neck, so this way I can also roll over those areas and it's nice and clean. At this point, it is a good time to do a mask if that is what you feel like doing. Just make sure you don't use a physical exfoliating mask, because you are going to be putting punctures into your skin. So I decided to do a peel-off mask. No particular reason this night, but it just feels really good and it is just so satisfying to do. So after rinsing my skin off and pat drying my face, I'm going to start rolling. And I go section by section across my face, all in one direction, and I try to overlap to make sure I'm not missing any parts. And this seems to work really well, and it is recommended to go over a single part about 4 or 5 times each direction. And I just go perpendicular from the initial direction and roll over it, and then go on to another section of my face. I also dermaroll my neck because I do have scarring there, and because I don't want a saggy neck or anything like that. And now I'm just going around to all the different sections, making sure that I get everywhere where I have hyperpigmentation or any kind of ice pick scars or crater scars, whatever you may call them. I want to get rid of all of them, so I do dermaroll my whole face. Now with the stamp pen, it makes it a little easier to spot treat, or at least avoid active acne you may have. This allows you to go around it with a little more control, so you don't puncture the blemish and further spread any bacteria. I'm going to go back in with the big roller to get any bigger sections that I may have on this side of my face, and as well as hitting my brow bones, so this way I can maybe tighten up the skin there. With the serum, I take the whole dropper full and put it into my hands. Honestly, I feel like 12 to 15 drops works just as well. And I warm it up in between my hands, and then I kind of swipe this all over my face to get it everywhere that I need to. I feel like that's the easiest way to get it everywhere. and then I go back in and I press it into my skin to make sure it's getting into those micro wounds and gets where it needs to. Don't forget to get down your neck, and whatever I have left over I put on my elbows because I do have a little bit of darker skin there. So this is the starting point after dermarolling. It is a little red because you did just puncture all over your skin, and it does burn a little bit, but it's nothing unbearable. I feel like it's worth the little burns that you may feel. I'm just going to go and disinfect both the roller and the stamp pen that I did use, and leave it there for a good 5 to 10 minutes as well, so this way it's nice and disinfected. And afterwards, of course, you want to put your tools away and everything back into the Banish bag. So this way everything is kept together. I don't have to go digging around for anything. It's just all there, nothing to worry about. So I should have mentioned at the beginning of the video that this is what my skin looks like. No makeup, nothing. Only thing on my skin is moisturizer. And I feel like my scars have definitely raised up and they are becoming more even with the rest of my skin. I've also noticed that a lot of my hyperpigmentation has definitely subsided, so I'm not as red as usual and I don't have as bad of hyperpigmentation as I used to. It is definitely helping in this area. If you guys have watched either my full coverage video or even my secretly obvious videos, or anytime I was using the secretly obvious oils, my scarring on my cheeks were really bad. I can get away with using a full coverage foundation without the Cover FX drops now. One thing that I am enjoying is that with all my scars subsiding, my freckles are coming through again, and I can see my freckles through my makeup now, so I really love that about it. With the pumpkin enzyme mask, I maybe have like one use left in here, I'm not too sure, but you can see it there at the bottom. I stopped using this because I was running out and I wasn't sure if I wanted to repurchase or not. But this mask has been great. My only complaint about this is because it does have cinnamon bark powder in here, there was a slight burning sensation when I started using it, which at first I was like, oh my god, is this normal? But after like a minute or two, it subsided, the burning went away, and my face would be a little red after using the mask, but at the same time, my skin just felt so much better. It smells good. It literally... yeah, it's... oh, I got some on my nose. It literally smells like pumpkin pie filling, so I really like this. With this Vitamin C cream, I went nuts with it. Like, as you can see, there's barely anything left in here, and I use this like pretty much every night. This way my skin would stay hydrated and everything, and I really liked it. My complaint about this one is the size of the jar because it is so itty bitty. I'm just like, oh my god, how are you gonna last? I really like this cream. I might get another one of these and maybe another one of these, but I do have so many masks right now to go through that I will probably hold off on this one. With the serum that I also received, I got a second bottle, but I gave it to my dad for his surgery scars and everything, since this was working great on my scars at the time. And with this, when you pat it onto your skin, there is a slight like burning sensation because you are putting a serum right into those micro wounds and everything, but it works hand in hand in a way where the next day you are seeing some kind of results, and I really enjoy that about this. So I do use this in my nightly routine along with my Sunday Riley products, and I feel like when I wake up I have a brighter or glowy or radiant complexion, and I feel like this is contributing very much so to that. But all in all, I am so grateful that Daisy and her team took the time to reach out to me and send me all these amazing products. They worked really well for my skin and everything, and now I gotta show you a close-up. Now that you guys are somewhat uncomfortably close to my face, you can see my skin for what it really is. I still do have a lot of hyperpigmentation, but a lot of my crater scars are subsiding. So they're kind of starting to fill in and everything, and they're nowhere near as deep as they used to be. So I'm very happy about that. And then this is this side. Again, still have hyperpigmentation, but a lot of my crater scars are coming even with the rest of my skin. And I started using it on my neck to get rid of all of the scarring that the secretly obvious oils left on me. And I feel like it's working pretty well. Okay, now I'm going to bump this up a little bit so you guys can see my forehead and my temples. And excuse my brows, I have to get them done. As far as my forehead in between my brows and my temples go, this area right here used to be so deep, and you can see that there's still some of the crater scars left, but they're nowhere near as deep as they used to be. Same thing with this side over here. This side I think has flattened out a lot more so than this side, but it's slowly coming along. In between my brows, we got a little bit of texture still, but overall my skin is very smooth and just minor hyperpigmentation on my forehead, along with a lot of freckles. But yeah, that is how my skin is doing since I started using it. I'm very happy, very impressed with how this works, and I highly encourage you, if you are interested in getting rid of your hyperpigmentation or even your ice pick scars or anything like that, that you try this out. I know it's a little pricey, but I swear that the results, they speak for themselves. It's been great. I wish I would have tried this sooner. I don't know why I was so scared. I have 14 piercings, but I was afraid to roll needles on my face. They don't even hurt. So if you are interested in anything that I have mentioned or anything like that, everything will be listed down below, and I will put a link to the website and everything. It is an affiliate link, so if you are not into that, you can go to the site directly, but it is there for you if you want to try this stuff out. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, anything like that, please do not be afraid to comment or even direct message me. I will definitely do a one-on-one with you and talk about it with you if you are really interested in it. So that is everything for this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you want to keep up with me on a more day-to-day basis, I am on Snapchat. I'm on there every day. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter, and they're all at jehbuu, the same way it's spelled here. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!